Dear Bishop Brian, sorry, Mr. Tamaki. That's a more fitting name for those of us who refuse to take a knee and bow down to you while you collect a plate that puts fuel in your Holden SS while you dry retch words of hate. Now let's make one thing abundantly clear. I've read the Bible. I've read it many times. I agree with some of it, but parts of it are benign. The thing that stands out to me the most is the fact that someone corrupt could interpret those words and change the meanings of those verbs to spell out a story that is anything but holy in fact. It's much worse. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I was raised a Christian. My parents are great. They taught me their Christian beliefs and they showed me their faith, and I was like, wow, all of this is great, until eventually it didn't click with me. It wasn't my fate. And I have nothing against it. It just wasn't my fate. The thing is, though, they loved me the same. They didn't hate on my name or blame the way I lived or suggest I'm insane or hate on the fact that I didn't exactly agree with every single thing that they raised me to believe. And because of this, the one thing that stood out to me in this religion was love and acceptance. Not heaven nor hell, not judgment or fury. So, can you please tell me why your interpretation is any more accurate than mine when we both read the same book? But my reaction hurts no one, no woman, no man, and yours cuts the world down whenever it can. So, Mr. Tamaki, while you stand in a building that you call a church and you ask for money and you judge, and then you go home to your mansion and go home to your love, and the two of you sit and laugh in silk sheets and then count all the money from the malleable sheep who you have tripped and you've hurt, and then you've thrown dirt if they dare disagree, and you fall asleep in your 6-bedroom home after lying to hundreds of hundreds who just felt alone. Yeah, I've been there, and I've fell for your lies. I've fallen for your lies. I felt wrong for my opinions and my unjustified highs. Yes, you prey on the weak, and you trick the confused. And I don't think that Jesus has ever felt so used and abused and his words misconstrued. Yes, I think you've no idea of the truth. I've read the Bible and I've used it for good, but I've also used it for blame and I've used it for guilt. I've used it to make me feel okay and also worse than I should, and none of these options were right or wrong because it's just a book. And read with good intention, it's filled with good news, but read by someone selfish, then it's filled with abuse and it's filled with judgment. Yeah, people like you. How dare you use this book to make sure our skin is always bruised? How dare you use a book to justify your hate, and how dare you abuse people who sit up so late and beg and hope and pray for the day that they don't feel so alone in this world. Yes, people like me. You don't get it though, do you? And I'm sad because you don't. I won't hate you though. I refuse to. I won't. But you don't get it. You won't. I have a sense of morality that accepts everyone, those who do and those who don't. I don't need a religion. I don't need a book, because I have self-reflection, and that's how I look at the things that I say and the things that I do, and how I know nothing more than anyone else. But neither do you. Dear Bishop Brian, sorry, Mr. Tamaki, if there is really such a thing as hell, let me know how you like it. Because that's the position you've earned. Dear Bishop Brian, if this is what's happening to sinners, then I hope you scream while you burn.